Alright, everybody wanted an update of where we are. The block was put in this week, the finishing block. Block is done. So, this is, I'm going to show everybody what it looks like before we finish going out the end. So you can kind of get a better idea of the cross. Now, see, they got my block out of level, so they had to come in and fix this. So you can see where the block was cut here to get everything back to level, but it's pretty darn good. It's to the eye, at least. It definitely looks good. I know one of them's a little high, but to the eyeball it looks pretty good. So we're going to come and build a type of retaining wall out here, and then it'll be fill in the rock here. But here is what it looks like inside. So this is, we turned a 4-inch sideways and made them a runway. So every pin has its own little runway. Now, of course, we're going to go up with wire. We're not done yet. So what the columns are for is make sure that everything kind of stays in good shape. They were supposed to put rebar on the ends here so they didn't have to do that, and they talked me out of it because they said it was popping off. But the trick was that they were not supposed to put the block on the rebar at this stage anyway. So it should have been rebar across the end here because that'll hold up the stuff later. But like I say, they talked me out of it, and I shouldn't have let them. But anyway, I'm going to go down here and I'll show you one thing that actually ended up being a huge issue, and I didn't even think I needed to tell them this, but it ended up being a problem. Whoa! Go up slow. So when they were doing this, they were doing the block, they were just flinging their mortar down here into the rock, and I now have, you know, basically mortar and rock equals concrete. So this one right here is going to have to be cleaned up. They're coming back to clean it up. They instead after that started putting down this board as they walked and flipped it on that and then cleaned the board off. But so the others aren't as bad. But yeah, so make sure when you guys get started that they know not to do that. Put something down to protect. And this was another one of their brilliant ideas without asking me, was to throw gravel in here to help hold this up. And it's like, can't do that either, guys. Dogs will eat that. So we end up with a little gravel in here. It actually will eventually work its way down in the rock and won't be a problem. So then they went to using the sand, which is good because the sand will wash away. They had to put something underneath the rock for it to hold up because otherwise it was popping up. This side's really interesting because it shows like it looked like we were 100 miles from the building, and now you can see that the clearance is just barely enough to fit up under here. Anyway, all done.